All right, today we have a really cool guitar to demo for you. This is a 1968 Gibson ES-345 TD in the original walnut finish. Let's go ahead and listen to what this thing sounds like, and then we'll come back and talk a little more about the guitar in a minute. Alright, what's great about this guitar? Well, this is one of the walnut finish E-345s, which is a color that was introduced in the late 60s. I'm not exactly sure which year. I know this is a 68, and you know it's a 68 because you can see the remnants of that cool Gibson logo there. Again, some of it's been worn off, but it's the logo you'll see in the late 60s, and for a very brief period, 1 year, they put that on the pick guards. Most of the time it wore off, a lot of times it didn't. The guitar has no cracks, breaks, or structural repairs like that. It has the original tuners. The gold parts on this one, like many, faded, and so while most of it kind of wore off naturally, the whatever was left of it got removed by the previous owner. So you can see the gold on the underside, say of the pickup covers and along the edges of the bottom, but you don't see it on the top. You can see the gold on the still on the bridge posts and wheels. Some gold still on the tailpiece and whatnot. So the gold parts are still there. They've just been kind of nickelized a little bit. All the parts on the guitar are the vintage parts, except this bridge here, which is like a Gibson nickel aged repro. You can find the era correct gold bridge for not that expensive, so if you want to restore it, you can. But it came to me with that bridge on there. The pickups are late 60s patent number sticker pickups. They got slot head mounting screws on them. You still see the stickers. They have gold pull pieces on them as well. The covers, the solder has been broken and redone. Looks nice, but it's clearly been done. They're T-tops, which would be right for the era. And likewise, the wiring harness is original. The pots are in cans. The Veritone works. It's all wired up, but it's currently wired in mono. So it's kind of a 345 with a 335 conversion, let's say. A lot of people love the 345, playing it through a stereo amp, stereo guitar. It's awesome, but most people, it's just way more useful if you just convert it to 335 specs. So what else can we say about this? The witch hat knobs, really cool. You got the narrow bevel on the pit guard and on the truss rod cover. It says stereo on the truss rod cover. It's in very good vintage condition. You know, it has signs of having been played, but structurally and cosmetically, it's very nice. It's a very, very nice 335. It's got the narrow nut width, narrower, so 1 9/16 is the standard measurement. It can vary just a little bit from there. However, these profiles in terms of thickness are a little beefier than some of the wider neck Gibsons from, say, the early 60s. Obviously, if you're in 59, you still got that nice beefier profile and whatnot. Split parallelogram inlays on these. That's probably my favorite thing about these. I love the look of the split parallelogram inlays. So it's a really nice sounding playing guitar. It comes with what I believe is the original case. It's got that yellow or marigold lining to it. It doesn't have a Gibson badge on it. It's slightly larger than the guitar, which is typical of vintage cases. You know, they're not these form-fit, snug things. It works fine. There is some, the Tolex on the bottom came off, and the bottom edge of the back is a little loose. So you can do a little bit of restoration for it. It'll be fine in shipping, fine for normal use. But of course, like with any vintage guitar, you may want to consider putting it in a modern case that's more form-fit to protect it. It's a 1968 Gibson ES-345 TD in beautiful walnut finish. Thanks for checking it out.